Alright, so we're back after a kind of shortish break, and we're back to keep going on with the session. So, our adventurers are taking shelter in the old tower, and they are deciding what they want to do. So, what are you guys going to do?
Dungeon.
I think we should wait here for crabs.
Wiz says, yeah, I like that idea.
Fine.
So, you guys have some free time while you wait out the storm. What will you guys do?
I would like to work on my bag of holding.
Okay.
I send Falcor out patrolling since he's an ethereal horse and doesn't care about rain.
Falcor telepathically says to you, "Yeah, fuck that rain,"
Yeah.
and he begins to. Speaking of rain,
Okay, sorry.
get the fuck out of here!
There's breaking news.
Get the fuck out of here!
2 ambulances just drove by my fucking
You're ruining
school.
the fucking
Into it.
recording. Get the
No, I'm
fuck out! God damn!
Just get the fuck out.
I don't have any editing programs too, so we're just gonna have to leave this shit in.
Yeah, well, I'm okay with that. Just leave it raw.
I'm talking to my mom.
Oh, now brown cow.
Brow cow now bow.
Oh, now brown cow.
Brow cow now bow.
Oh, now brown cow.
Brow cow now bow.
Oh, now brown cow.
Bow bow bow.
Oh, oh gosh, this is a great session.
Quite. Wait, why do I forgot I have this as a cantrip.
Mr. Meeseeks! Why haven't you used that?
I got it when we leveled up, I think.
Why haven't you used it?
Because I don't think we were fighting anything that dealt any of those kinds of damage. We haven't been fighting since we leveled up, basically.
That is true. We have not fought.
The only thing we fought were those twig conjured things outside.
And the rat people.
And the rat people. Neither of which really counted. The rat people only counted because of how many there were.
Yeah. I'm not brown cow.
I did at least use my haste once.
You did once.
It is fantastic for melee fighting. It's just we haven't been doing any fighting at all.
Do you wanna think of a password for Wyatt?
I don't know.
Avocado?
Hold my avocado. I'm going in.
Hold my avocado, I'm going in. You hear that, Wyatt? If you watch this video and say that phrase, we'll know that you watched it.
Also, vaporwave is lame. Dubstep's where it's at.
Damn right it is.
Fire the bass cannon.
Drop that bass.
I run the multiverse. No, I run the multiverse. I'm the dungeon master.
Exactly. You think that you're in charge of the multiverse.
No, I am.
And then there's me.
No, it doesn't work like this. This isn't Men in Black where the universe is in some marble.
No.
Right?
No, we're not in a marble.
Right.
We're in a locker.
And yet.
It's turtles all the way down.
Good luck with
It's turtles all the way.
Holding my avocado, I'm going in.
Okay.
Motherfuckers. And excuse me, I like vaporwave and dubstep at the same time, so okay.
Were you muted? Or were you...
Yeah, no, I muted my mic. My mom was talking to me. I have to fix my car. So Beerus, you kind of sit down, you lean your back up against the kind of cold stone wall, and you take out your tinkering equipment, and
Oh yeah, I was also igniting the campfire in the center.
okay, with what?
My flint.
Okay. Beerus, you take out your stuff, and you start tinkering away like you usually do, and you feel like you're starting to get like the hang of how to get the bag to work. You've basically figured out how to make the portal to the ethereal realm where the stuff will go, but you still haven't figured out quite a way to put the bag around it and get it to work like that. So you're tinkering away. Habran, you kind of put your bag down and you fumble through your numerous fucking possessions you never use until you come across your flint and steel, and you go, ah, yes, flint and steel. And you take it out and you hit it, and there seems to be like 3 logs that have been in there for a pretty long time, but you could tell that they could still get some you could get a fire going for a pretty long time with just those. And so you light it up, and it slowly comes to life, and the kind of orangish light and illuminates the kind of semi-dark tower already. Brawl notices that the fire comes alive, so she gets up from her spot and she sits down next to the fire, and she goes, "Hi, you have any sausages to cook on it?"
I've got some rations with some salted meat.
Do you guys ever bring around any food on your adventures?
I mean, I can technically make food.
Good question.
You can make food.
Yeah, I can, let's see. Well, the problem is it's not all that tasty.
What is it, like sludge or something?
Nah, it's just like normal food, like bread and meat and stuff. It's just kind of lackluster.
Hey, so it's bland.
Yeah, fills you up, but you need some seasoning or something.
Hey, that's disappointing.
Yeah, it's useful if there's nothing else, but
Do your adventures go very long anyway?
Depends. Most of the time we get back within a day or two. I think the longest we've been gone is like maybe. Oh no, we stopped in towns on the longer ones, anyways. So maybe like at the longest 4 days without being in a town.
Do you guys like it like that, or it's just how it is?
Depends on what we're trying to do.
Like slaying a dragon?
Yeah.
Or summoning some princes of hell onto the mortal realm?
We didn't summon them so much as failed to stop them from being summoned.
So basically, you're an accomplice to them coming.
Nah. Because if we hadn't done anything at all, they still would have shown up.
So you're saying you done nothing?
We banished them.
Good. So you and Brawl keep talking for a while, and Beerus, you're kind of deeply immersed in your work that you don't even realize that Wiss has come and sat next to you, and she's been trying to talk to you for a while, and you finally go, huh? And you realize she's like, wait, were you not listening to me that entire time?
See, this is putting me in a really rough spot, because if I say no, you're going to be mad. But if I say yes, you're going to know I'm lying. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, it's fine. So, is that a bag of holding?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. I figured out the portal part. I'm getting the bag around the portal. That's the trick.
That sounds pretty hard. That's way beyond me. I think the most complicated thing I ever made was this bell.
Made that?
Yeah, I did.
Ow.
Well, back when I was going across the sand sea, it was a very dark night, and I was traveling because it was cooler during the night. And I was walking across the endless dunes of sand until one night I saw something fall from the sky. And I went to go investigate it, and there was this weird rock that just fell from the sky. And it was maybe the size of maybe, I don't know. Let's say like a large dog, if it was a large dog that was made into a sphere, and sphere,
Wait, was it a spear or a sphere?
sphere,
Oh, okay.
and so I, tied some rope to it, and I helped drag it all the way to the next sand town where I kind of snuck into a smith's forge in the middle of the night, and I made it.
Exactly what I would have done.
And she takes it off her staff, and she kind of hands it to you.
Oh. This is a lot heavier than I thought it would be.
As you kind of like have it in your hands, yeah, you notice it's fairly heavy, and the metal's very dense. And you notice all around the kind of the outside of the bell, there's these just in carvings
In car.
that must roll Arcana.
Ooh, I haven't gotten to do that in a long time. Funny.
You notice the from what you're just reading of the runes, they kind of help amplify her healing magic when she uses the bell. But it has to be ringing, and you kind of flip over the bell and you see the inside part, and you notice that the kind of like pendulum inside, it's very smooth, a lot smoother than the outside. The outside metal has kind of like the metal's kind of rougher, and as you look at the pendulum part, it's a lot smoother. And what says, yeah, it kind of smoothed out for me hitting it a lot. I guess it kind of worked out.
So, let me just get this straight. A giant rock falls out of the sky,
Yep.
and your first instinct was to turn it into a bell.
Yep.
Cool.
I mean, my mom had one like it,
Solid plan.
but she died before I ever had the chance to make one with her, so
Oh.
had to do it myself. Let's just say the blacksmith wasn't very happy until I gave him the rest of the rock I didn't need. Apparently it's like really rare or something. Or at least that's what the smith said.
Yeah.
You hear a on the door.
I'll be right back.
Which says, what, are they back?
I'm hoping that's them.
You open the door and you look out and you see this just torrent of rain that's coming down. And then you look down and you see kind of like covering where the door is, the like one step and a little bit around the step, you see tons of crabs. All of them fairly muddy. And you see the one crab before, he kind of raises his pincers, and then they all bow down to you. And then the main one goes, "My liege, I think I found what you're looking for."
Yes?
Small goblin, about... Oh, that hurts my throat. About maybe 3 miles from here. It's the small goblin creatures alone. It has a campfire, even though it's raining very hard, but I think this is the goblin you're looking for, my liege.
Thank you.
Would you like us to escort you there, with you and your compatriots?
I would. I turn to everyone and I say, it's go time.
Whisk gets up and goes, "Okay, let's go."
Dungeon.
The entire time, Brawl was trying to talk to Hobbrand, and like Hobbrand's like staring at the like trap door for the dungeon. He's like licking his lips. He's like, oh.
I mean, I guess we could come back if we want to. But who knows how long this goblin's fire will realize that it can't be lit.
Maybe he's under a copse of trees or something.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to believe that his fire doesn't know how physics works. So.
Or he's a pyromancer and keeping it lit by force of will.
He's just. Either way, we gotta get going. He's 3 miles. 3 miles from here. The crowds will lead the way.
Pearl gathers her things and she kind of stomps out the fire. Wisp puts her backpack on. And those two are ready to go.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
So you guys leaving?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys prepare to step out into the torrent of rain. You guys open the door, and right as you step out, just all this rain just starts pummeling. You haven't seen a rain like this for a good while. It is, as some of the local folk would call it, raining cats and dogs. And since it's raining so hard, it's kind of hard to see too far out, and you guys try to cover your eyes. And Jordan, you have your helmet on, and just some of the rain was just like sopping into your helmet. And Whisk goes, "Don't get me wrong, I like the rain, but this is too much." As you guys start following this war party of crabs through the mud and the skeletons, and you guys make your way into the great torrent of rain. I have to be right back. I think I got a call. One sec.
No, that doesn't quite.
I've returned.
Have you?
Yay.
It's hailing outside.
Nice.
Shooting.
It's not raining hard like it is in the game, but it's still hailing, so it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
Holy shit, those are big. Fucking hell. It's like bigger Dippin' Dots.
That's exactly what it is. Go get your cup and your tiny spoons and
Go get your ice cream of the future.
ice cream
Of, of the past.
That shit's pretty bad.
Hey. Dippin' Dots was awesome.
It's alright. I don't go out of my way for it, but
It's.
I mean,
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as good as regular ice cream.
no, but
Yeah.
you see, like the thing is, you never like go out of your way for Dippin' Dots though. Most of the time, when there's Dippin' Dots, you're like at a place.
yeah,
Where
because
you're
they
like-
don't have it at any other place. It's not like you could go to the store and
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, look, Dipping Dots," and then you just buy it.
Yeah, no, they have them at like amusement parks, and you're just like, hey, I'm at the amusement park, might as well enjoy ice cream of the future.
They don't have normal ice cream, so fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
The only place I regularly see them is there's a kiosk in the mall near me. But there's also
yeah,
places.
they're also in malls too.
They are in
but
malls.
there's also places that sell regular ice cream at the mall. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but normally the places that sell regular ice cream are like in the food court.
yeah, but the Dippin' Dots isn't too far from the food court. It's not in it, but it's not
Well-
more than a 2-minute walk away.
Well, it doesn't have anything going for it then.
No, it does
I
not.
don't- Okay, let's get back into
Okay.
this.
This is a weird tangent.
Nah, we're talking about the supply and demand logistics of Dippin' Dots
Sorry,
now.
guys.
Well-
This is our life.
D&D canceled.
Dippin' Dots.
This is Dipping
Okay.
Dots fucking podcast
Cor-
now.
Corporate planning.
First of all, we're gonna say it right. It's Dippin' Dots, not Dipping Dots.
Yeah, there's no G because they thought they were cool. Yeah, Trixie, Dipping Dots are bad. Yeah, they are. Okay, we're getting back to business here.
And let's get back to business.
So you guys just start making your way through this just torrent of rain, and you're splashing through puddles. And what seems to happen a lot is you take a step, and your foot doesn't hit the ground where you expect it, but it actually goes 2 feet into a puddle, where you then have to rip your leg out, and your leg just becomes soaking wet, full of mud. And first it was just the rain, but now as you guys make your way past the big meadow and into the forest where the crabs lead you, thunder and lightning just start to emit from everywhere. It's just, and the thunder just echoes throughout the entire valley. And you see every time the thunder gets really loud, you notice that Whis she kind of cringes a little bit. So after you guys just not even very sure how long you guys have been just going through the forest, and since the cloud cover is so thick, you guys can't really tell what time it is. So you guys just keep trekking, and Beerus, the crabs, keep speaking to you. Come on, this way, master, this way. As there's just tons of crabs. It's maybe around 30 to 40 crabs. And like when you're close to them, they make this very weird noise of all these crabs marching through the muddy forest. Now as you guys get more into the forest, the smells of the rain and the forest, it's actually quite relaxing. Any of you roll perception? It's too loud for beers. It's too loud and too not visible.
I'm too busy hearing crabs. Just
You keep looking at your crab followers and you're like, wow, those are my guys.
I do not have the same problem.
I just keep hearing them yell, "We love you!"
Halbrand, you focus your mind and your senses, and you put on your eagle eyes, and you are looking around, and you're looking, and you're not seeing much until you look at just the right spot, and you see through all the trees, you see the flicker of orange light against the cold gray rain that is coming down around you.
That way, guys.
Huh?
I point.
Brawl says, "Aye, that's a tree!"
Beyond the tree, I saw fire.
And you see Brawl, she kind of looks past the tree and she goes, "Hey, you're right!" Trying to speak up through all the rain. And so, what are you guys gonna do? You want to stealth, or do you want to just go straight there?
Oh, first I'd like to disperse the crabs.
Don't mind me. Sorry, gotta delete some people that aren't there. And add one.
Reuse and recycle. Good for the environment. Especially when it is the environment, eh?
Stop. So
You're the worst.
you guys start to come closer to this fire. You said you weren't stealthing, you're just going ahead.
Well, I would like to disperse the crabs, and then I'd like to stealth.
What are your orders, my liege?
I need you all to go back where you came from. You did good work. Thank you.
I can't do that, my liege. I am sworn to protect you. We could fight in this battle like we were supposed to do.
We're
We
not
are
fighting.
crab warriors.
We're not fighting. I just need you to find the guy.
How about this, master? How about I will position my men around this goblin creature to keep a lookout. Please. The men, they've been looking forward to this their entire lives. Don't send them back.
Their entire lives.
Crabs do have +2 to stealth.
Crabs do have +2 to stealth. Fine, but don't do anything. Just be ready.
I will stay with you, master. Can I ride on your back, perhaps? I must be able to see my men.
I mean, you could get on my shoulder, I guess.
That will do. And you see as he kind of crawls up you, and it feels really weird. It's kind of ticklish as you come up and you're like, oh, what the fuck? And he comes onto your shoulder and he goes, yes, this is good. And then he kind of clicks his pincer, and you see as the like crab war party begins to disperse, each going to like a different tree or hiding behind some grass. You see some begin to go high up into the tree so they could look around. And And then you're gonna roll stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll it with this. Or which armor are you wearing now?
I'm wearing the
Moonfall.
mithril. Yeah, but I. Oh wait, no, I don't have anything to add to stealth. Okay. 11 or
Okay.
13, 14. Yeah, I
So
don't know.
you can't, as you're looking, you can't quite see what's happening all the way. You just see a small figure kind of huddled, and you see just a fire that's somehow staying alive over this hurricane, basically. Whis and Brawl, they kind of duck behind some trees to kind of stay out of sight. Haran, what are you doing?
I'm going to approach at a slow pace.
Behind Beerus?
Well, at a different angle than Beerus. I'm assuming he's going ahead.
The fire's like here.
Are we still supposed to be on the tower?
Oh, did I not move you over?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Never mind that. Okay, you're here. The fire is here.
So, Beerus, which direction are you going towards?
I'll go like this way.
Alright. I'm just gonna slowly move at like half speed towards the fire.
Not even attempting to stealth.
I mean, I can try. I'm not really intending to.
Clickety clank.
Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it's only an 11.
Yeah.
Which is actually better than Beerus's roll.
It actually is Beerus's roll.
Yeah, you guys both.
Oh yeah, because I don't have the luck thing.
Okay. So you just kind of slowly try your best to kind of move through the rain. And you're noticing that the figure is not turning around to like hasn't acknowledged both of you. As you guys slowly both kind of creep up towards this towards the fire and the figure, you notice that it's very small. You see that it has its knees up and its hands are like grasping its knees. And you notice it has this very strange garb. It's very red and bright and flamboyant, and you see next to him there's this kind of weird looking staff. And also you guys notice that the fire, for some reason, it's as if a roof was over the fire because the rain is coming down, hitting what seems to be nothing, and then pouring off the sides.
I look at Beerus and mouth the words, Pyromancer.
So as you guys slowly get closer, he still hasn't noticed you. Do you come out?
Yeah, why not?
So you pop out of the trees and you see this small goblin as he kind of hops up and he goes, "Hey, please don't kill me. Hey, I'll go back. Just don't kill me, please." Oh. Who are you? And he looks to the two of you. Goes, "Are you here to kill me?"
No?
No.
He looks perplexed. He goes, "Hey, then, why are you here?"
You are the goblin defector, right?
Hey, I guess you could call me that.
We want you to join our pirate crew.
Pirate? I
No,
don't think I want to
we're
be a
not
pirate.
pirates. Beerus. Are you familiar at all with the blue dragon who guards this valley?
The men used to talk about her. I thought she was just a little fairy tale.
Well, she's not. We work for her, actually.
Oh, so you are here to kill me?
No.
What?
You are running away from the goblin forces, correct?
Yes.
Well, we were sent to recruit you.
Oh, that's funny, mister. Oh, don't come playing pranks on me. You surely jest.
Nope. We actually are here to recruit you, assuming that you're willing.
Hey, so, if I did say yes to this arrangement, well, how quick would we get out of here?
Well,
Now?
more or less, yeah. We have teleportation.
Are you kidding, or are you for real?
No, I'm telling the truth.
Whisk kind of comes out behind the tree to look, and so does Brawl. And as you guys are having this nice conversation with the small goblin man, you guys hear a lone wolf begin to howl. And you see as the goblin man, he tenses up and he goes, "Oh shit." And then after the wolf's cry ends, you hear this just cacophony of all these other different just howls. Some seem to be wolves, and some seems to be this other creature you can't quite recognize, but it seems like there's a lot of them, and they're close by.
Do you know what that is,
He goes,
Goblin Man?
he goes, "Oh
Actually,
fuck."
what is your name?
Oh, my friends call me Pip.
Yep.
Pip? You know, like Pipsqueak or a mouse goes Pip. They didn't like me very much. Do you know what I am?
I call you Mr. Pip.
Have you ever heard of a NILBOG before?
No, I haven't, Mr. Pip. What is that?
I will read it backwards.
Wait.
You're an
Oh.
Alucard?
Oh my god, guys.
I know. I know what it says. I'm just.
He goes, "Hey, well, I guess you guys don't know too much about goblin customs, but I'll explain it later. We need to. Oh, you guys got swords?
Yep.
How?
I got
Technically, yes.
3.
Well, we should probably set up some defenses.
I mean, we could just leave.
I mean, we could if you want.
We could just, teleport out of here.
But the pack, they'll hunt me down.
And they won't find you where we're going.
sure, or is this teleportation thing?
That's fairly positive.
All right, well, get on with it. And you hear, but closer. And you see as he runs over to you guys and goes, all right, do it now, please, they're coming.
Brand, you've got the stone.
Everybody gather up. I throw the home stone.
Plop. It falls into the mud.
I pick it back up and crack it on my armor.
You get it, and you kind of put your knee out, and you you smack it on your knee, and it goes, and you guys are soon teleported back home. Did I move you guys? Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah. I was just on a black screen, but I had to move around to get to
put
it.
Cameron back into the graveyard. Let me get Pip.
Should probably delete the dead lich.
No.
No, he stays there.
It's a reminder.
There's actually a monument built there.
It's a reminder to your bad decisions.
It's a monument to our lost bag of holding and golem.
For
Dog corpse.
For all the viewers who don't understand what we're talking about, in an earlier session, they had bought a cursed golden skull, which, when they took the gems off, released a demi-lich, which they released inside of their home base, where it then began to run rampant throughout their home until finally being slain. So, you guys come back home into the teleportation room, and you see that Pip, he looks around, and he goes, oh, thank the moons. Oh, now, where are we?
We're in the stronghold. Storm's Peak.
Are you telling me this is where the dragon's been the whole time?
I guess.
Whew. They've been looking in the opposite direction. They thought you guys were out by the range or something.
I don't even know where that is.
You know, to the
Look
east.
at the map.
To the east.
Oh, the range.
Where all the mountains are. They think you're inside one of those mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're thinking, no way they're dumb enough to hide in a mountain that's covered by a perpetual storm. Well, we showed them.
All right, well. So I guess we'll introduce you guys to the rest of the crew. And I guess get you guys through the orientation.
Hey, so, is there some weird hazing or something like that?
Mm,
I peek
No.
around the corner. Yes.
maybe now, but not normally, no.
Do I have to...
I'll do my best to mitigate anything from Beerus.
Walking into this room and seeing Dari being stopping wet, I give him a huge hug.
Dari kind of looks confused. And then he goes, oh, God. Grant just cleaned the floors. And then he looks to Wayne and goes, sorry about that. And he points at him and goes, just let me go change real quick. And then Dari bolts out of the room.
Just thought he'd like a wet hug. Fear stands there, both confused and feeling bad.
You notice that Prince Wayne, he still has his same kind of charming look on. And from the other two companions, you can't tell any of their facial expressions.
They're both wearing masks or helmets.
So Pip goes, so what am I supposed to do around here? Entertain the dragon or something like that? I never really said.
What? And it seems like you know some sort of magic based on the fact that you had a fire in the middle of a rainstorm.
Wiss says that she's gonna take Brawl over to the waiting room, and they leave.
Okay.
He goes, I know a little magic. I picked it up. I was kind of chosen.
Mm-hmm. So what can you do?
I could do a lot of things. I good at distracting and infiltrating and using somewhat magic I have and my knowledge of the goblins and whatnot. I also can tell a very mean joke, if you know what I mean.
I'm sure that your knowledge of the goblins will be much used, as well as potentially your other skills as well.
So, what do I do here?
Well, we go around the valley and basically try and keep things safe. We fought Pyroon and killed him.
Oh, I heard about that. That was you guys?
Yep.
Oh, you guys should have seen how mad Master was. Oh, he was furious.
Yeah, and we also stopped the birthday boys from ruining a festival.
The birthday boys?
It's not important. And we also helped banish the two demon princes who showed up.
Oh, I heard about that one. Apparently there's some men stationed around there and they saw the two princes just come out of thin air. And then I guess your boss came too. And then they just disappeared.
Yep. We managed to send them home.
So, I want to thank you for getting me out of there. The pack was right on my tail, and if I would have stayed there any longer, I probably would have died.
So what exactly was that pack?
Oh, you haven't heard of the pack?
No, not as such.
Have you heard of the name Hero Breaker?
Nope.
Have you heard of Rock?
I think I've heard of that one.
Well, Hero Breaker is one of Rock's brothers, and he runs a elite force of his kind of own riders that he likes to take around and pillage and kill and and stuff like that. And most importantly, they really love hunting. So they'd been hunting me down for a while now, and I was running out of food and I was running out of everything, basically. You guys really saved my life. Just hope that you never have to meet any of them.
Well, given the nature of our job, it's not exactly unlikely that we'll run across them again.
Well, if you do, please kill them.
Sounds like a plan. Oh, by the way, what is exactly the significance of being a NILBOG rather than a goblin?
So basically, in goblin culture, every once in a while, whenever goblins want to go to war, our gods choose one goblin to be chosen, if you understand. And that chosen one becomes sort of a magical mascot that goes around with the army to help morale, and it's also like a good luck charm, if you get my drift. But the thing is, I never really was like any of the other goblins. I was a lot smaller and weaker, and they loved making fun of me and pushing me around and making me clean the latrines, and it wasn't fun.
Doesn't sound like it.
The goblins, they're planning something big. Something very big. They want to take over the whole valley.
Well, it'll be our job to stop them.
I hope so. With Rock in charge, this place will not be very nice. I've seen what he can do.
All right, well, let's get you over and introduced to the others.
Oh no, is this the part where I have to run around naked with angry bees?
No? Don't even think we have bees.
Oh, that's
Yet.
so. What embarrassing thing do I have to do then?
Maybe answer some interview questions? Deal with a surly, semi-clairvoyant man?
That doesn't sound very bad.
And
Are the people here nice at least?
yeah, they're all good. Temperaments vary from person to person, but Gran's very nice. The blacksmith's nice. His wife is bit tempestuous.
Don't make the dragon angry.
Dari's inconsistent. And the dragon, well, at least if you don't mess up, she's very nice.
Hey, that's a lot of pressure. I wouldn't want to get eaten by a dragon. I've seen a couple too.
She's probably different than the ones you've run across.
Have you guys seen the vile one?
No, just Pyroon.
I saw him once too. Let's just say it's a lot smaller than his father.
Oh yeah, that's generally how these things work. Alright, well, follow me.
Okay. I guess I'll accept whatever hazing, as long as I'm safe from the pack. and he follows you, and he kind of slips on some of the mud as he makes his way, and he sees all the people sitting there, and they all kind of give him a very strange look. And then Pip kind of whispers to you, Hobran, and goes, "What do they mean?"
Well, Pip, these are the other recruits. That's Brawl. She's the dwarf.
She nods.
And I have notes for a reason.
I'd hope so.
The fellow in the armor is Ariane. Doesn't talk much.
Ariane just kind of waves.
The flashy fellow there is Wayne.
He raises an eyebrow and goes, "So, what is he? Is he our bait or something like that?"
This is Pip. He's a NILBOG. He can do magic, and he has lots of information on the goblins.
He goes, "Well, as long as you don't kill me in my sleep, I'll be fine."
And the lady in the fox mask is the last hag.
You see the foxed woman kind of reaches out of gloved hands toward Pip and goes, "You can just call me Faye." And Pip shakes the hand, and then Faye helps put Pip onto the chair, which was a little too big for him. And he goes, "So, what's happening now?"
Yeah, Wayne, what have you guys been up to while we were gone?
Wayne says, "Well, I've been talking to this one hottie. Apparently he's going to be my coworker."
Faye, what have y'all been doing?
I've kind of been asleep for a while. Nothing's really been happening.
I guess they've just been waiting around for us to get back then. Well, yes, Pip, proper introductions to the others of us. The artificer here, that's Beerus. He's eccentric.
Hi.
And
Go back.
This is Wisteria, our healer.
Wiss nods. You could tell she's still a little kind of disgruntled and uncomfortable because she's still sopping wet.
I'm just staring at Helmet Bro over here, like uncomfortably close, like trying to distinguish anything behind the mask.
You just see some eyes, and you see they kind of like crook their head back as if to like keep away from you.
Beerus, stop bothering the recruits.
I wanna know. Can you show me? I wanna know what is under that mask.
Wiss then grabs Beerus's scarf and then slowly drags him back over.
Also, I like how there's dirt that doesn't show up until my aura is over it.
Oh, it doesn't show up.
There's white
Did
dirt.
you put white?
I did. I didn't know how to erase. I had messed up.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, no, that's white.
You use your select tool, draw a box around it, and then hit delete.
My select tool.
The mouse.
The cursor.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to
And-
delete my.
Okay, but there's still. Okay, there you go.
I got it. Now I'm gonna have to bring Beerus back. Dang it! Everything got like. Shoot.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Found it. Got it.
There he is. So, what are you guys gonna do now?
Well, I was waiting to see if Dari would come back.
You hear squeak as Dari comes like running and then sliding into the room, and then he clacks and then he does the finger guns over towards Wayne and he goes, "Hey, I'm back."
Hey, Dari. What are you doing with the recruits now?
Super smooth.
Dari goes, "Well, the boss is kind of out at the moment, and she'll be back soon. And then we're gonna do the ceremony that you guys did."
All right. Well, this is Brawl. And that down there is Pip.
You see, like, Dari, his eyes kind of open. He goes, "Oh, I know. I've read her file, and his."
Well, face-to-face introductions are nice. That's Dari, by the way, Pip.
Pip kind of looks a little concerned.
I lean over to Pip. Hold on. I gotta move over. Don't worry. His bark is worse than his bite.
Pip goes, "Wait, does he have bark skin under the robe?"
Yeah, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, Dari, do you know when she might be back?
No, she said she wanted to make a storm because she was angry.
Is she mad at us? Still.
No, she's not mad at you guys anymore.
Cool.
She got over that. She
Well, we were like in the middle of the storm, so whatever.
Yeah. So
All right. Well,
I'm gonna go shower.
Whisk goes, "Not if I get there first," and she runs down the hall.
I throw a thunderstone.
I want you to roll. Let's roll athletics.
I use entangling rope on Beer.
Why do you hate me? I just wanted to get in the shower first for
no.
once.
Holy shit!
Damn it. Damn it.
Whisk takes off. And you, as she runs, you just hear this plip plop as her kind of like wet, like shoes and robe kind of just go past, and she sees you running, and she goes, "Nope," and then she pushes you, and you slide back because you're still wet, and then you.
Beerus, dex saving throw.
Come on, Beerus.
No.
You are now tied up in a magical rope.
Why though? Like she already beat me to the shower.
I had already said I was doing it.
She runs past and starts heading down the hall, and Habran gets his rope out and he goes, Nagini, kill! And the rope slithers, and then it wraps around Beerus's feet first, and then Beerus slips and goes bonk, and Beerus, you feel yourself falling, and you hit the ground, and you see nothing as you black out.
I use the command word to release the rope, and then go apply 1 point of lay on hands to Beerus.
Whisk kind of then turns the corner and sees Beerus kind of just blacked out on the cold, wet stone floor. She goes, did he trip or did you trip him?
Bit of both.
Whisk then goes, alright. And Whisk then comes and she scoops you up, Beerus. And she holds you princess style. And then she walks down to the rooms. And she lays you in your bed. And then she says a small spell. And your eyes kind of drift open. And you see Whisk with her sopping wet whitish hair that, since it's very wet and clumpy, it almost looks black. She goes, you really need to be more careful sometimes, Beerus.
Yeah.
Well, anywho, I'm going to the cafeteria. Y'all are welcome to come too.
Fairly certain Beerus has a concussion right now.
As you leave Habran, you see Dari kind of like tries to be smooth. He like slides over to Wayne. They begin talking, and then you notice that the two masked people, they just get up and they go to the other chairs. And they begin flirting like they had before.
Okay. So now that that's transpired, I need to go use the bathroom, and my dad wants to talk to me real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna go too. Break time.
Break.
Break. Hello. Hello. Guess no one's here yet. So, viewers, if you actually like this, put a comment, and maybe we'll record more of our sessions. And if enough people like it, maybe we'll do a video catching you guys up on where we are and what's happening right now.
I'm back.
Hi, back.
I'm back.
Okay. Okay. So are we good to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No other things coming up.
No, I don't work tonight
Mm.
/ this morning, so I'm good.
I have work this morning, but I can sleep when I get home.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm. Cracking open a cold one with the boys.
Yeah.
over the cold one with the boys.
Except for, well, it is cold. It's just a monster instead of a beer.
Rip.
Cracking open an energetic one with the dungeons. Okay. So, Habran, you make your way to the cafeteria where you see Gran is kind of putting some food out, and she goes, "Oh, hi, Master Habrand. How's it going?"
It's going all right. Just came back with some more recruits, and guess we're waiting on her to return before they do their initiation.
Oh yeah, she was in a mood earlier. She gets like that sometimes.
Anything in particular set it off, or just random?
Uh, just her brother, like it usually is.
Mm.
They really don't like each other.
Oh, I was just gonna stop in here for a quick snack because I imagine we'll have dinner after the initiation.
Yes, I have a nice little feast prepared. I hope you guys like roasted boar and dick growth stew.
Oh, speaking of
Well,
dicks, you're a dick.
Gran goes, what did I do?
No, that was directed at Hobbrand.
Oh, okay.
What is dick growth stew? Oh, that's stew. Never mind.
How could you forget that stew?
See, I had forgotten, and then when I heard dick growth stew, I assumed it was a stew made from dick growth.
That is exceptionally gross.
Yes, yes, it is. That's why I
Exceptional.
was confused.
Like,
It's even worse than it
exceptionally
was
gross.
before.
Yeah, like we don't even know what it was before. Just
She told you some of the ingredients. What did Master Hobbrand do to be called a dick?
I was already falling. And you tied my legs to keep me from stopping myself.
To be fair, I told the rope to get you before she pushed you.
It doesn't matter. She was probably gonna make it there first anyway. You know how she is.
Also, it's not my fault you fell. Because you were already tripping super hard when the rope got you.
Yeah, the rope kept me from stopping something. No.
You notice as Gran looks down at your feet, and she goes, her eyes widen up, and she goes, did you happen to wash your feet?
Whis took the bath first.
You see her eyes widen, and she goes, oh no. And she does like a very, you know how like old people, they do that very fast walk. She walks out and she turns the corner, and you hear, oh, the floor.
It's the dog all over again.
She goes, oh no, I just washed it.
Dog all over again.
I look around, grab a bread roll and a mug of some ale.
All right, Gran, you're the best. Bye.
You grab your things and you head back to the room. And as you guys walk towards your room, you notice a door you've never really seen before.
Secret door.
Secret tunnel.
No, you've done that joke before. No more.
Secret tunnel.
It's a door, not a tunnel.
Through the mountain. Secret tunnel.
I open the door.
You open the door to see another dormitory. Full of some beds. Some of them have things next to them, and some of them don't.
Camouflage beds.
I see.
Designed to look like the wall.
This is I see. This is Skelishank's room.
No. Hopefully he's still back in the workshop where we left him.
I mean, we can only hope, but actually, no. I hope he's not in the workshop because I don't want him in there.
Well, the fact that no one was freaking out when we came back means he probably didn't shank anyone.
Well, yeah, he probably didn't shank anyone, but he didn't. He was free to move around. I think.
An ethereal voice says, "No, Whis said to stay right here." You guys gonna go check on him?
Yeah.
You open the door.
Is Moon chewing on him?
You open the door to see Moon, who's like looking at Skellishanks. And you see Skellishanks still in a kind of pile of bones where he was. But you notice something weird. You see around him, there's like different dead bugs and cockroaches, and one of them's a rat. And he goes, "Why, hello! You've returned. Where's my master?"
Have you been stabbing these things?
Yes, it's very fun.
Why in my workshop?
Because I like stabbing things, and they aren't master's friends, so I stabbed them.
You should have brought them outside the workshop. You didn't touch any of my things, did you?
What?
Wyatt?
See if he muted himself or if his internet went out.
I think his internet went out.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to my cousin.
Oh.
He goes,
You
"So I stabbed them."
didn't mess with my stuff, did you?
No, I couldn't. Master told me to stay right here, so I did.
I do a quick survey of the workbench.
You notice that your tools are still there, with a kind of layer of dust over them.
Okay.
He goes, "Where
We need to find you a better
my
place to live."
master now? Can I speak to her?"
She is not here right now. She will be soon, though. I mean, she's in the building. She's just not in this room.
I would much like to stretch the old bones, the old femur.
Well, we'll tell her that you're waiting when she gets out. She'll probably be out in a few minutes.
Or
Okay.
hours later.
And you close the door, and the skeleton you hear. And as you guys kind of just putting your stuff down after finally getting home, any of you roll perception?
Why did my character sheet become like super teeny?
Dude,
Did you go back and forth between full screen and regular screen?
No.
wait, is that 10 a new perception or an old one?
That one's a new one.
Okay.
Mine's a 9.
Okay.
Mm.
So Jordan, as you're putting your stuff down, you notice a smallish shape comes out of the bathroom, and you see that it seems to be dragging something, and then it goes straight out through the door. You see as it face is through the door, but you couldn't quite tell what it was. And then you hear screaming coming from the bathroom.
Wiz, you okay?
No.
I run in with my eyes closed.
I block him from running in. Do you want us to come in there? That's why it turns his attention other way.
I'm getting a grilled cheese. So Beerus goes, I'm coming, and he runs, and then Halbrand,
Body block.
you like step in front of the door. And Beerus just like runs into the back of his plate and like kind of stumbles. Whisk goes, I'm gonna need one of your guys' help.
What was that ran out of here?
I'm not sure myself either.
What do you need?
If I didn't have a concussion before, I do now.
Whisk goes, a towel.
All right, I'll grab a spare from my drawers here.
You grab an extra towel, and what do you do?
I put my hand through the door and hold it out.
You feel as the towel gets like taken real quickly, and then you hear like some kind of fumbling, and then the door opens and you see Whis. She has the towel wrapped around her and she looks cold and she goes, yeah, so something came into my room really quickly, stole my towel, and then left.
Yeah, we saw it phase through a door.
Yeah, it phased through the wall over there, and she points to the wall that connects to the other dorm.
Well, I didn't see anything moving in there. That should be the new dormitory, but
Well,
there's people's belongings in there, so.
I walk over, rubbing my head.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
So,
Oh, by the way, your skeleton servant man wanted to see you.
She goes, okay, I just gotta get dressed. And you hear the like pit pat of her feet as she kind of like coldly walks over to her bag. See, she pulls out a robe. You see, she just kind of looks very disgruntled as she walks back into the bathroom.
I guess I'll go out into the hallway and see if I can. Or
So,
I'm gonna go out here and see if anybody saw anything.
Eris, you kind of step out into the hall, and you see that there's nothing there, and you turn the corner to go to the main foyer, and you see that the usual's still there. Brawl seems to be sharpening one of her swords with a whetstone. Pip is kind of just playing around with his staff. Ariane just seems to be sitting there. That one. And you just see Faye sitting there too.
Did anybody see a small creature of some kind come through here?
They all kind of say no and shake their heads.
Dari, do you know of anything in this mountain that can phase through walls other than golems?
He's like talking away and goes, huh? Oh, Bears, did you say something?
Yes. Do you know of anything in this mountain that can phase through walls other than golems?
No, there's nothing like that here. And he puts his attention back to Wade.
Okay. Guess I'm just gonna head back to the room.
Meanwhile, I've used my senses of divineness.
You sense some good from your companions, but no evil is in your general vicinity.
Mm-hmm. And just the normal undead presence from Skeletranks.
Yes. Beerus, as you walk back in, the door to the bathroom opens, and Whisk comes stepping out. And as she's stepping out, you see she's putting her kind of damp hair into a big bun. And she goes, "Okay, oh yeah, the skeleton." And she walks over towards the workshop. Are
Why
you
can't
guys?
we ever? Why can't we ever just have a normal, like, arrival home?
Whis shrugs and goes, "Well, guess that's our life now." And she opens the door to the workshop, and you guys hear coming through the workshop, "Oh, master, you've returned." Whis goes, "Yes, Skellishanks, I'm back." And you're, "Oh, could I please stand up now?" And she goes, "Yes, you can." And you hear this kind of jangling of bones, and then you hear some clacking on the stone, and then you see Skellishanks, who's doing cartwheels and now is in the middle of your guys' room.
All right, I'm getting in the shower.
Okay, Beerus, you make your way into the bathroom, and Whis like sighs and then lays on her bed.
That's not her bed.
She gets wet in Beerus's bed, and then she goes to
That's not Beerus's bed.
That is Beerus's bed,
Oh, it
actually.
is?
Beerus's bed,
Okay.
and then she goes
Yeah.
to her.
And Cameron took it last time we were here, and
Uh,
I just didn't say anything.
And she lays in bed and takes out a book. And Skellishanks is kind of just dancing around in the middle of the room. Brand, what are you doing?
cleaning off my gear.
You feel it feels good to take off your armor. And you kind of, as you start taking off just chunks of your armor, you like pour it out, and just water and kind of mud just kind of pours out, and you shake it, and then you have like a cloth where you're trying to get kind of like the deep mud out. And then after a while, you finally kind of lay all of your armor out, and it's clean. Not dry, but it's clean. And then as you're kind of putting your armor away, you hear, click, 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 click. "Hello, Master Harbrand."
Yes, Skeletranks.
"Woohoo, what are you doing this fine day?"
Just waiting around for my turn in shower. Just got back from recruiting.
Any new people to shank?
Mm, Not that we brought with us.
That's very disappointing. Did you bring back anything new?
We have a dwarf lady who came with us, and a NILBOG.
Can I shake?
No.
Hmm. No shanking for me makes a skeleton very antsy.
I'm sure next time we actually have people to shank, we'll make sure to bring you along.
Ooh, that would be very nice.
While I'm in the bath, I'm using my Vape Nation XX420 thing.
You lay in the bath and you have your feet up on the tub and you get out your vape and you feel that nice dungeon sewer flavor.
Dude, it was manly mead.
Your very manly mead flavor, which is pretty good shit.
Dungeon Sewer was going to be next.
I thought butts was next.
It was a tie between those two.
But
I was hoping that Cameron would pick up one and then I get the other.
Tell me a secret.
What?
oh,
Inside jokes before the audience.
Good times, good times.
butts. Fuck me.
Okay.
You know, you were in Good Bounty. If you wanted to, you could have gone back to the vape store.
I could have, but I still had plenty of manly mead.
I mean, I did ask if anybody had any more shopping to do.
Beerus, while you're vaping in the tub, you hear the very loud, obnoxious noise of Skellshanks talking to Habran.
I'm also very perceptive.
Yes. So, Habran, have any stories about any good shankings?
I disemboweled the dragon once.
That's cool, but not that cool.
You just hear from the bathroom. Finally, somebody gets it.
You're just mad because you can't claim the title Dragon Slayer.
You're just mad because you're not king of the crabs.
I'm perfectly fine with not being king of the crab.
Keep telling yourself that.
Come back to me when you've shanked the balls of a storm giant. Back when I was in my youth, when I was a very limber skeleshanker, me and my master went on this great journey to make sure that this Storm King could not have any children. So we got into this great battle on top of a mountain, and then I shanked him in his balls. And then he fell off the mountain. And then I left. That's my story.
make it for you?
Oh, brought me much pleasure. Didn't bring much pleasure to the giant. Didn't bring any children later, if you know what I mean. And you see, as all of his bones begin to jangle at once.
Why did Cameron message me the YouTube video?
Which music video?
The YouTube video, the video of our game.
Did he DM it to you?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
DM him back saying what the fuck?
Anyway, let's keep going. We'll figure this out later.
You hear Whis. She goes, Skelishanks, could you be a little bit more quiet? And his head kind of goes down a little bit. He goes, yes, my master. Is there anything I could do to help out around here? He looks to the both of you. Anything I could do so I could be useful to my master and her friends. No. All right. Who's posting shit? Why is there 3 new messages? Okay, and skeleton slapping its ass. Oh, what's that? We're gonna have a guest appearance today on today's episode. A special guest. Hello, Cameron. Hello?
Cameron?
And there he was, folks. Cameron Cohey in the flesh. It's nice having him on the show today. Okay. I need to take a little break to eat my grilled cheese. So we'll be right back.
All right.
Hold on. Oh, he was pointing out when you guys were talking about me behind my back.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that there's another part in the video where you guys did that.
All right, we're gonna stop this episode here. We're gonna record a third part right after this small break. So catch us in the next episode.